Hello everyone, Myth here and welcome back to another video of Rise of Civilization. So today is very exciting because we're gonna 6-star our first general and it's going to be Belisarius. Yesterday, finally, the last 2.35 million experience was so hard. I was grinding Guardians like crazy every day. But now, he's level 50, so let's get to it, and then after this I'll tell you guys why do I choose him to be my first 6-star. Okay, let's go. A trick to up the stars is once you put the stars down, you press the develop button. You just spam it like now. I'm pretty sure it gives more crit. You see, it's all ×2, right? I think it should be enough for 6-star, otherwise it would be a bit awkward. Spam. Okay, yeah, that's well enough. So I started with what, 385? Okay, there you go, 6-star. No 6-star? Yep. Very nice. Talent point plus 10. That's why it's so important to 6-star an epic early, because level 51 gives you 10 more talent points. So let's see what we're gonna do with our talent points. With Belisarius, the reason you use him is because his mobility, okay? His hasty departure is the strongest talent in the game. You have to focus on it early. And now I can upgrade Rallying Cry to level 5. I can choose to go this. It gives a 10% to increase march speed by 5%, 10%, and 15% for the next 2 seconds. Or I can go increase march speed of Ultras by 2% to 4 to 6. I think this is nicer. So plus that, and I'm gonna max this one, okay? There's another march speed here, that's 6%. But then you have to go 2, 3, that's 5, 8, 11, 12. That's a lot of points, right? I think I need to take this one off. There's no point of getting that point. So I'll probably reset it later. So now there's a choice. The choice is if I wanna continue a little bit on the calvary tree. There's also another choice. There's a march speed here and here. But then you have to click this useless talent. So that's 6%, that's 9%, so it gives an extra 15% march speed, okay? This one is really nice. So I have 5 points more. That will require 6. I'm not too sure about this one, because even though his first skill is a debuff, you want him to use his skill before opponents, right? But with the mobility and calvary tree, there's only one talent gives fury, gives rage. So at most you can grant 9 rage per normal attack. There's no other talent that grants rage. But say any opponent, say if they use skill calvary tree, there's one here and there's one here. So even if you take this point, they will use their skill before you. So you can't apply debuff first. Or even like infantry, right? If you go infantry, they have one here and they have one here. So I think it's not so important for calvary and mobility to get this 3 points. So what should I do? This one is nice. It makes you stick to opponents easier. But I think I want to get this first because it makes me last longer, and I get exactly 5 points. So I'm gonna go with this. Cool. Now talk about why I pick Belisarius as my 6-star. Let's look at his skills. So first skill, Deception, decreases target attack by 30%, defense by 30% for 2 seconds, and deal damage factor 450 to the target on the next turn. So it's a debuff plus a nuke. Okay. So it's good for it to play because it applies 2 debuffs, so you'll be useful fighting against tougher opponents. And it's very good at utility first skill. Second skill, Barbarians. I'm not gonna go over that. Third skill is Calvary unit defense 15%, and you get a 25% march speed boost for 10 seconds after leaving battle. It grants a lot of utility and mobility. And I call Belisarius a bully champion. Why? Because once you leave battle, say if you're really strong early, you have all T4, and opponents has only T2, T3, you kill one troop, and then you get the speed boost after leaving battle, so you can chase down the other troops. And also his full skill is when the enemy target reduces less than 50% strength, it increases your damage dealt to them by 25%. So it's another bully skill, and his expertise will increase defense by 30% instead of 15%, and march speed by 50% instead of 25%. Okay, so he's a very bully champion in the early game, and I 6-star him because it's a lot easier to 6-star epic than a legendary, and in my opinion, 6-star epic is more useful than a 5-star legendary because the extra talent points. Yeah, and I'm gonna run Belisarius leader because mobility early game is really strong on Calvaries. Late game, when everyone's on T4, you want to change to skill leader. So Minamoto is gonna be secondary champion, but when late game, so my plan is I'm gonna skip Cao Cao. Belisarius is great because it allows you to skip the cost of maxing Cao Cao while it's better than Lancelot, because a lot of people use Lancelot before and he's just not that strong. So now there's another option, Belisarius. So now I don't have to focus my resource on Cao Cao. Instead, I can focus on Richard. As you can see, he's almost max his second skill. Probably can do it in the next few days. And I'm going to 6-star Richard instead of 6-star Cao Cao. And by the time Richard 6-star, I'll have full march of infantry. Okay. Tomorrow I'll make another video. I'll go into depth of different cavalry combos. So Belisarius, Minamoto, Cao Cao, Lancelot, Cao Cao, Pelagius, and Bybus. That's all the cavalry commander, and I will go through in a video tomorrow to show you different setups and the reason for different setups. And of course, Saladin, he's coming out in my discovery event. So my plan basically is I'm gonna run my cavalry, bully people early game with a lot of mobility, and in late game I'm going to 6-star Minamoto. I'm going to use him on skill, on full skill tree instead of cavalry. The reason is I want to pair him with Saladin, and with Saladin he's a infantry counter because his first skill, heal effect reduction by 40%. Okay, that means you want to get Saladin to move before the opponent Richard. But as we can see, Richard infantry tree has 2 talents that increase rage, right? So what you want to do is you want to use Minamoto as leader, and you stack rage. So there's a rage skill here, and this one instant restore 60 rage whenever skill is used, but this one doesn't count because because you already used your skill. Yeah, and you have this one here, which gives a lot of rage. And you will be going up here, up here, up here, and get this point. So this is a rage stacking build for Minamoto late game. I think he's the strongest, but I'll go through that tomorrow. So that's basically my plan. I think it's the most efficient way to structure me throughout the game with Commander. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Oh, and another tip. With hasty departure, what you want to do, say I want to move from, I'm building a flag here, I want to move from here, and there's an enemy, say here, right? What you want to do is, instead of you press him or press a nearby target, you want to hop from tile to tile, so because it gives 10% speed. So now it's just 14 seconds, right? And then you after a few seconds and you look again, say it jumped back to 10 because the hasty departure period is expired. So what you want to do is you want to move tile to tile, so you always get a 10% speed buff, 10 seconds speed buff, instead of click on the enemy or the target next to the enemy. It will make you march a lot faster. And if there's flag, if you have flag or if you have friendly castle along the way, you will be reinforcing those flags and castles. So this is how you get from one point to the other point with mobility talent. It's great for escaping and chasing down. Okay, so better go back and build a flag. It's only me building. Of course I have to go. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And with the war, we basically were attacking Ping, and then our message leader, I told him it's better for him to relocate and rebuild elsewhere. A good example is RN. You see RN here. They demolished and relocated here, and now they're doing pretty well. And I told my guys to not attack castles because you want people keep playing the game. You don't want to bully them out. We just focus on objectives and just ignore their castles. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And final look at the ranking. Alliance power, we hit 100 million yesterday, so that's a good target. And yeah, so that's pretty much alliance ranking. And our sister alliance is rank 13, going to rank 12, 67 or 67. Very nice, very nice. And individual ranking, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 9 so far. And yesterday, of course, is the first day of Mightiest Governor event. So in my ranking, I'm rank 4. Tsunami, he's 12 million point. He's got like 800k T4. Risk 10 million, and this guy boosts a little bit. I don't want to boost so early because I want to get the buffs and then boost. Fourth day, I'm going to boost a little bit power. Yeah, so that's all today's video. So yeah, please give me a like and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos, and yeah, see you guys in my next one.